Dostlarım selamlar, Orbis ve kanalına hoş geldiniz. Hogwartslegacy'ye kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Sebastien'la buluşacağız, adaşımızla. Evet,
You made it.
Feltrot bölgesindeyiz. Bakalım Sallow'la ne gibi bir
Enjoying the view.
göreve çıkacağız.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my own.
Gidelim hocam.
This way.
Uçuyor muyuz? Hızlı giderim ha.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are.
Revelio.
My sister should be just inside.
Girelim hocam.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can.
Nereden
The
biliyorsun
sooner
hocam?
you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Hocam sarımsaklı bak. Cacık yapın.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
İyi
If
de
you don't
hocam.
mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor
Sen bir çekil,
Sebastian.
ben bir konuşayım onlarla.
Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Bir şey de yapın
Sorry
bensiz be.
about earlier. Those
Sevgili Anne,
bouts of pain
Hogwarts
are
sensiz aynı
difficult
değil.
to bear.
Sharp hala foul. Foul. Ama ne demek istediğimi biliyorsun.
Revelio.
Sebastian, bu benim iksir çantam. Senin değil. Eşyalarımı rahat bırak. Anne, iyi misin canım?
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly.
Ne laneti bu ya?
It's not anyone's fault.
Oğlum
It's nice to meet you, by the way.
şey vardır ya.
You must
Bağırsak
be the new
solucanı
fifth
vardır
year
sende.
Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother. And
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home. It's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot
Öyle bir
be
şey yok hocam.
undone. I can
Bir
feel it.
anti lanetimiz
Sebastian
vardır
cannot
mutlaka.
take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems...
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a
Bulacağız,
cure
bulacağız yani.
soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably... I wish you well.
Bu mu yani? Ben de bir şey falan peşine düşeceğiz sandım
That
ya.
boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
Elbette bir şey vardır ya.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Umut iyi bir şey
With
olabilir
all
diye.
due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do.
Yapacağım.
It's no idea the harm he could... I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Sebo.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with.
Herkes bir adına özür diliyor ya.
I know he's
He's always angry. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. Come with me.
Yanındayım
I need to
bebeğim.
show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
O zaman bulacağız Sebastian. Sen merak etme. Kardeşin yanında.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne.
Senin yok mu süpürgen?
How much longer are we expected to dig through this?
Bir dakika hocam.
Ranrock knows what.
Şimdi buz. Ondan sonra Depulso'yu koyalım. Confring olsun, Expelliarmus olsun. Bence iyi. Bunlara koyamıyor muyuz?
It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Expelliarmus.
Bırak onu.
How nice of you to stop by. I won't rest. Confringo. Dead. I'm surviving, my young friend.
Nerede kal senin pis goblin?
Rather unwise coming back this way.
You won't get away with that.
Confringo. Capulso. Glacius.
Yerde kal. Tatlı su balığı.
You've made your last
Sadık komutana.
mistake.
Ben hata yapmam. Büyü yaparım dedim.
Expelliarmus. Let's get this. Glacius. There you are.
Yavaş.
Capulso. Not one less human to
Oh.
worry about. Confringo. Glacius. I will make Expelliarmus. I won't rest.
Dinlenecek misin? Öyle bir şey yok bebeğim.
Time for this?
Ben dinlemedim sürece sen de dinlemezsin.
No! Little moon calf. Far from home.
Dıffındo. Us. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Glacius.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Ya uyaracak bir şey yok dostum ya, ayıp ediyorsun.
Revelio.
Şu ne hocam? Sebo?
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard.
Çocuklar görülmeli,
A
duyulmalı.
blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to
Çocuklar
run.
görülmeli ve duyulmalı. Bir şeyi saklamaya çalışıyorlar diyelim.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to...
My thoughts exact. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot...
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Kesinlikle bebeğim.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason.
Revelio.
They have stations for everything.
Burada ipucu arayacağız.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Revelio.
Şu şeyler de bir... Heykeller de bir işe yarıyor gibi duruyor.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might
Şu
be
şey değil mi ya,
worth taking a
kuş?
closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Ya pardon canım, oradan kapısı mı var?
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Çözelim şu işi.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this
Şu silly.
house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portal.
Aynen bebeğim.
You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh,
Bekçi demeyelim,
and
koruyucu
this
diyelim
house
lütfen.
belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
O zaman güçlerimizi birleştirelim.
Look at this.
Revelio.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
İniyorum hocam ben.
Confringo.
Şöyle yapalım.
Lumos.
Ama olmaz.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Confringo. Lumos.
Şu ne? Kampta 2. haftam. Her gün daha fazlası geliyor. Muggle doktorları ve hatta kendi şifacılarımızdan bazıları onlar için ellerinden gelen her şeyi yapıyor. Yas aşikar. Vebadan kurtulanlar kayıpları nedeniyle sonsuza kadar zarar gördüler. Ateş geçebilir, cilt iyileşebilir ve yara izi kalabilir. Ancak yıkıcı keder kalır. Bir adam gördüm. Çok çocuğunu kaybetmiş babam gibi. Çok çocuğunu kaybetmiş babam gibi. Dayanamadım. Onu biraz rahatlatmak istedim. Diğerlerinin yanıldığını düşünmeye başlıyorum. Bu ruhlara yardım etme gücüm var diyor.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Burayı öğrenmek için seyahat ettim. Ama yardım etmeyi özlüyorum. İç mücadelem had safhada. Sanki sihir iyileştirmek istiyor ve onun iyileşmesini engelleyen benim. Umudumu kaybetmeli miyim? Daha fazlasını yapmadığım için sonsuza kadar pişman olacak mıyım? Gönül yarasının yükünü hafifletebileceğimi bildiğim için gözlerine bakamıyorum. Bugün adamı kamptan ayrılırken gördüm. Adam da olabilir o, bilmiyorum. Bana adammış. Bana babamı bu kadar hatırlatan kişi. Ona yardım etmekten zarar gelmez herhalde. Araştırmamı ilerletebilirdim tabii ki ama bu yetenekle iyi bir şey yapmanın tesadüfi bir sonucu olurdu diyor.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio. Lumos.
Şurada şöyle bir şey düşündüm. Bu değil.
Levioso. Lumos.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Hadi Sebo gel.
I know it sounds strange, but
Honest.
fair enough. I can see the
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it. And that you
Anlıyorum işte
couldn't
yavaş
wield it.
yavaş. Allah
That's
Allah.
true, and I'm still not sure. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Sen bana güven hacım, gel.
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Gel hocam sen gel. Hep senin yolundan gittik. Biraz da benim yolumdan gidelim be. Seni Slytherin seni. Gel.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Gözlükler de yakıyor benim ha.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Abi ne diyorsun ya?
Anything helpful in the note?
Al bak.
A
Anlamadım ben.
rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and you said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I
Evet
can't
hocam.
be sure, of course,
Kesin
but
öyle bak.
I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around
Ha,
your sister.
öyle değilmiş.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't
Öğreneceğiz,
know
merak
about
etme.
it.
Kardeşini
True.
kurtaracağız. İlk görevim sensin bebeğim. İlk görevim
Perhaps this
sensin.
triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out.
Şimdi
I
bitiyor
had
görev.
no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Bu neydi? Şimdi şöyle yapalım o zaman. En görevi biraz askıda kalacak gibi duruyor. Teçhizatlarımıza bakalım. Çok doldurmadan yok et şunu. Görevlerimize bakalım. Profesör Sharp'a gidip Diffindo'yu öğrenebileceğiz. Bunları topluyoruz daha. 9 tane olmuş. 3 süpürgo yalnız. 3 süpürgede de Sirona'nın ile görüşeceğiz. Allah'ım buna daha yapıyoruz. Daha iade edemedik zaten. Odelite, Oix ile görüş. Onu da hallederiz. Önce Profesör Sharp'a gidelim o zaman. Profesör Sharp'ı ben nerede bulmuştum ya? D2 ile giriş yap. Bunu yapmayacağım. Bu değil. Hocam ben bunu... Bu adam bulmuştum ben ya. Heh. Şu Diffindo muydu? Neydi? Onu öğrenelim. Büyü haznemizi geliştirelim. Rahat asker. Hocam kolay gelsin.
I finished the task.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts?
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you, talent, and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your
Oo,
head.
kafanıza girmesine
No.
izin vermeyin.
Let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Dıffındo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
Hocam merak etme. Diffindo.
Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Dıffındo.
Diffindo'yu aldık. Confringo'nun yerine bir koyduk.
Dıffındo!
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Levioso! Lumos! Expelliarmus! Lumos!
Işıkta yakarım sana.
Dıffındo!
As I mentioned earlier, Dıffındo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Johnson hocam. Şimdi biz iksir yapmak istiyoruz ama bunun için Ashwindir yumurtası. Bunlar niye kilitli acaba bende? Wiggenwald'e şu anda ihtiyacımız yok. Edorus yapalım ama ya. Yapmayalım ya. Bence idare ediyoruz, oldukça iyiyiz o konuda. Şöyle tekrar gelelim görevlerimize bakalım. Daedalian devam ediyor. Gerçekten arkadaş 3 süpürgede Sirona'nın bu şey. O şeyi bulmuştuk. Miğfer. Urkrot miğferini vermiştik. Onunla ilgili o ablayla görüşelim. Önerilen düzey. Bunu da devam ediyor zaten. Adelaide ile görüşelim. Önce ama şu sihir büyüsü dediği buraya bir gidelim. Hogsmeade'deydi o da. Oo, burada şeyler var. Mini görevler var. Buraya gidelim biz. Bugün de buraya gidelim. Tamam. Şu küçük görevleri de yapalım, yan görevleri.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Revelio!
Bunlar kilitler büyük, belli zaten. Bu şey. İçeride arkadaş.
Glad you came.
Geldim Sirona, az dur. Ha, bu Sirona'ymış ama. Ben bir kişi daha gördüm burada. Mırıldanan bir adamla ilgili. Hayır. Sirona biraz beklesin. Hadi daha aç.
I'll fix him, that charm
Ackley.
grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley, but I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name... He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
Nedenini
I
anlayabiliyorum
can
diyeyim.
see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for... Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacular he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our... I can't
Zehirli
get
bir
anywhere
dokunaç.
near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student.
Ya yapmasak aslında daha iyi be.
What else is in Mr. Lord?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get...
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can...
Ama bu
I'm
yanlış.
killing 2 snidgets with one.
Bence yapmayalım ya.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business.
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula. Create guard plants, if you will, that attacked... We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business. The short...
Bu konuda rahat
I'm
değilim
not
diyeyim.
sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. He'll be in and out of...
Hadi
Very
yapayım ya.
Marvelous. I know a fella... Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. Or... Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar. This must be it.
Gir bakalım hocam, gir.
This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacular? Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio. Where is that venomous tentacular?
İşte orada.
Revelio.
Sessiz ve sakiniz.
Now that I have the venomous tentacular, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
Şurayı yakalım mı hocam?
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Oraya nasıl çıkıyoruz ki? Buraya gelsek olay çıkacak.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Hallettik hocam. Girdik ve çıktık. Bak bir yamuğun olmasın. Gözünü
You did
seveyim ben.
that errand for me yet?
Hello, Mr. Barnes.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk.
Ama bu ayıp be.
Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Burada başka küçük görev varsa onları da çözelim. Bu Sirona. Rowland. Ondan sonra da şu Rowland işini çözelim. Hatta önce Rowland'ı mı çözsek ya? Çünkü bana bu... Gel gidelim. Süpürgeye gidelim. Gel. Gel süpürgeye götüreyim seni. Gel.
Glad you came.
Sirona.
Hello, Sirona.
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
Onunla konuştum diyeyim. Yo, aslında birlikte çalışıyoruz diyeyim.
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again.
Of course. You're out.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a...
Yaparız
I've
hocam.
actually met
İyilik
Mrs.
bizim göbek
Spottle.
adımız.
I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients, and you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Ne istiyorsun benden Allah'ın aşkına? Mektup kutunuzu neden Sprotols'a bıraktık?
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it.
Why does Miss...
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wigan, an ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity.
Anlaşıldı.
I'll try to go and see...
It would mean the world. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have... You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade.
Gerçek
Please do
arkadaşım
give
benim.
Dot my love.
...500 metre.
Revelio. Come on in and have a look around.
Ne yaptın?
No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Hocam,
Plenty for your perusal today.
kolay gelsin
Take your
Cano.
time.
Hocam ben de şey arıyorum ya. Bir şeyler arıyorum üstüme başıma. Bu ne be? Oğlum çok iyi
I'd
değil mi
say
ya?
that looks as if it was made for you.
Güzelmiş ama ha. Alayım mı ki ya?
You won't be disappointed. That's a glad rags promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Hemen hocam. Şimdi bir üstümü başımı bir değiştireyim. $500 ödemiştik. Şuradan 200'ümüzü
Plenty
geri
for your
alalım.
perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be
Sağ ol
sure to
hocam.
stop by whenever you're about.
Nur ol sen. Hayırlı işler. Ha, o başka bir şey. Dur. Nasıl yani? Bir dünya haritası açalım. Ağzına kadar gidebiliyorum ben. Ağzına kadar gideyim abi. Ağzına kadar gidelim. İşi çabucak çözelim.
Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Dorothy Sprottle. İşte.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona...
Oh, dear Sir.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden.
Bende
I'm
bir
sorry
sürü
for
var
your
ya.
loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk clumps for me, I'd be happy to.
Believe it or not, I have some...
Veririm ben.
Thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vet.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box...
Indeed, he was. I'd almost. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Though Aiden took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but
Mağara mı?
the cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect.
Do you remember anything?
Oh, of course. A few letters. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished.
Sirona
Soralım.
said she lived with you.
Oh, goodness. Well, she was. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year.
Abla niye
all
sallanıyorsun
buzzing
konuşurken ya?
about. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Ha bu Horklong'muş. Pardon.
Revelio.
Şuradan da sinekleri alalım. Bağcık sineklerini. Horklamp boşluğuna, mağarasına bir girelim bakalım.
But I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there. Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters.
Yan.
That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Şimdi şurayı patlatacağız. Pardon. Ben Incendia'yı almışım ya, pardon. Burada Expelliarmus değil, Confringo'yu alacağız. Bir de Depulso'yu alalım.
Confringo! Revelio!
Şu Horklump'ları alalım. Oldu Oldukça büyük bir arazi gibi duruyor. Buradan düşmeyelim. Ya da bir atlayalım şuradan.
Confringo!
Patlatırım.
Revelio.
Burası neresi? Bir dakika şimdi. Fareler de cirit atıyor yani.
Revelio. Confringo.
Buradan değil. İşte buradan bir yere çıkmak zorundayım ben. Çok
Either I'll have
iyi,
to
çok
fight that
güzel.
troll, or avoid it altogether.
Şunda hayır hayır hayır. Yerde kal dostum, yerde kal. Öneririm. Bir tane kadim büyüyü hak ettin sen. Kafana kapat. Seni tatlı.
Expelliarmus.
Önce ben.
Confringo.
Arkana bak senin tontiş.
Cabalso. Potato. Stupid. Confringo.
Yan be oğlum.
Expelliarmus.
Sırtın acımıyor mu senin? Ha şöyle bebeğim ya.
Rest easy, my large friend.
Troll öcüler diye bir şey topladık. Neyse. o.
Revelio.
Hemen şu vıttırı vıcıkları toplayalım. Şuradan mı düştük biz az önce? Aynen. Şuradan da gidebiliyoruz galiba. Öncesinde o zaman şöyle yapalım. Zaten bir kapı var. Aa şurası işte. İlk önce burayı görmüştüm de. Oh oh oh oh. Seni bildim. Seni bildim.
Lumos.
Açılın bakayım. Solucanlar size. Açılın.
Revelio. Lumos.
Işığı sevmiyorlar. Şimdi yolumuza devam edebiliriz şuradan. Sincap mı onlar ya? Ha ne güzel.
Revelio.
Şurada bir
Confringo.
olay var. Gideceğim oraya ya.
Revelio.
Hiç girmeyelim. Üstümüzü başımızı ıslatmayalım. Büzülen incir meyvesi diye bir şey topladık şu anda. Tırman bebeğim. Yol gösterin sincaplar. Bunun hepsini okuyamayacağım ya. Bu küçük hediyeyi minnettarlığımı bir göstergesi olarak senin için yaptım. Geçen haftaki Quidditch antrenmanında benim adıma savunma yapmasaydın takımdan tamamen ayrılabilirdim diyor. Wow. Üçüncü. Dördüncü. Doğum günün kutlu olsun sevgili arkadaşım. Mutfağa gizlice girdim ve Finky'den en sevdiğiniz kremalı Crowdy yapmasını istedim diyor. Sağ olsun Can. Annem babam bunu çok uzun
I should
okuyamayacağım.
take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Şimdi Sirona'ya geri vereceğiz bunları. Güzel. Şurada böcükler var. Şöyle yapabiliriz. Süpürgeye biner. Hey çocuklar, uyanın bakalım.
I shall get that goblin help back. Hopefully from your corpse.
Kurt oldu.
Confringo.
Yan canım yan.
Levioso. Protego. Confringo.
Oh, what's the light out of your eyes?
Şu, oh. Bende daha güzel büyüler var.
You've heard quite enough of our ranks. Don't try that Expelliarmus nonsense on me.
Her tarafımız şey doldu. Şuralarda da var bir şeyler. Karameles. Artık o kadar basitsiniz ki benim için. Şuradan biraz bir şeyler için çok yoruldum. Oh. Ne kadar uzakmış mesafe? 400. Aslında bir şöyle yapabiliriz ya.
I swear, none of you'd have a head left on your shoulders if you didn't have me keeping you in check.
Karameles. İlk görevimiz oraya gitmek olsun. Şöyle yapalım. Takılmayalım. Şöyle hop. Çok keyifli şu ya. Oh. Hocam ama ayıp ya.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Geldim Sirona. Meyve suyumu hazırlarsan sevinirim canım. Ya şunları bir şey sanıyorum. Kapattın mı? Kız sana diyorum.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps.
Oh, thank you. I knew.
Soralım hadi be.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters.
Bayan Spottle ve siz göründüğünüz kadar yakın
I
mısınız diye.
spotted a letter.
We do.
Evet öyleyiz.
She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest, and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth, well, got me through some challenge.
Quidditch
What was the
takımında
letter?
mıydın diye soralım.
I did. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points.
Yok
I'll
canım.
never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
Mirabel, Profesör Garlic mi?
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle.
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle,
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her back.
don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. And for returning
yolunu
this
bulurdum
box
be
of
Sirona.
letters.
Gerçek arkadaş görevimizi de tamamladık. Yan ilişki görevlerinde 18'e 4 yapmışız. Şöyle bir görevlerimize bakalım. Neler kaldı? Daedalian devam ediyor yine. Ayların ya bunu da devam ediyor. Rowland. Bu dostumuz nerede acaba? Hazineyi bulmak için bunu yapamadık ya. Bunu bir ara bakacağım. Adelaide neredesin şekerim? Dünya haritası diyelim. Adelaide'a bir bakalım. Bu ana görev şu. Adelaide olan. Işınlanalım oraya. Evet. Evet dostlar. Videoyu burada sonlandıracağım. Yaklaşık yine 1 saatlik bir videomuz oldu. Bir sonraki videoda yine Adelaide Oaks'la görüşeceğiz ve bakalım bizi neye yönlendirecek. Bakalım oldukça güzel işleyen detaylı bir oyun. Oldukça hoşuma gittiğini söyleyebilirim. Oynanış dinamikleri de gerçekten güzel. Bir sonraki videoda görüşürüz dostlar. Hoşça kalın.